Okay, hello everyone. I didn't know how many people are watching, but if you're watching, you're welcome to Lead Career Corner Speaker Series with Lead Africa and Mrs. Ngozi Princewill Utchay. Mrs. Ngozi Princewill Utchay is the CEO of Etiquette Lifestyle Consultants, and she has chosen graciously to be with us today to speak with us, to talk to young people about their career path, their journey, through making a good decision about what they want to do with their lives, and really just being able to portray themselves positively, and give people the right impression about who they are as individuals when they're starting companies, they're starting an idea, just being presentable, to the public. So I'm just going to read a bit about Mrs. Ngozi Princewill Utchay. I'm sure a lot of you have already read her profile on our blog, or you probably Googled her, but I'll just go through a bit briefly about who she is. So Mrs. Ngozi Princewill Utchay is the founder and chief executive officer of Etiquette Lifestyle Consultants. She is an image, which is an etiquette and image consultancy. She's also an author of several published articles and a regular contributor to Genevieve magazine through her column Etiquette. Ngozi holds a BA honors in French from the University of Ibadan, and with professional qualifications in translations from the Alliance Française Paris. She also has a certification in business, social, and international etiquette, social skills, style and image, PR and more from foremost institutions in the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, and Switzerland. So you're welcome to today's Career Connect Speaker Series with us. I'm excited. Kenny, I'm sure you're
My name is Kendi Ayeni, and this is Esther Alidu.
Yes, my colleague is today. So we'll begin with the first question. Mrs. Princewill Utchay, you attained success in a very early stage of your career. Can you explain your decision to change career path? Just going through your profile, we can see that you made certain changes along the way. So just walk us through how you were able to make those decisions.
In answer to that, I'll say a question. Because I think you're never truly satisfied or fulfilled until you're using your gifts and talents or pursuing your passion. So that's what happened to me. I think it's just passion. You just want to do that thing, that makes you happy, makes you satisfied. So that's what happened. One is never truly fulfilled or satisfied until you're using your gifts and talents or pursuing your passion. It's when you're working in the area of your passion, in the area of skills and talents, that you feel most fulfilled. So that's what the pull has been for me, pursuing my passion.
Okay. Now, to the second question as to how you've been able to attain so many skills throughout your career right now, at least at this stage in your career, would you say that skills are transferable?
In my opinion, I don't think any skill is lost. I do think skills are transferable, yes. I think that the application or the results may vary. The way that you interpret them may vary, but I think that every skill that you acquire, you can probably use in different ways depending on what result you want to achieve. So in my experience, what I'm doing now happens to consolidate all the skills that I've acquired from the different sectors that I've worked in, So definitely, I do believe skills are transferable, and I think that they can be interpreted according to what it is you want to use them to achieve.
Okay. Now, before getting to where you are today, are there others that you have overcome that have also prepared you for this moment in your career?
Oh, yes. Definitely. Life is all about persistence. And for you to achieve anything, you'll have to overcome certain challenges. So there are always hurdles. but you have to be focused. Because you know what it is you want to get, you know where you're going, and then no matter what challenges come at you, you have to find a way to either get around them or go through them so that you end up where it is that you really want to be. There will always be hurdles, but you have to be focused, you have to be persistent.
Okay. And then I understand that at least a little bit of teaching when was part of your career as when you were starting out. I'm quite curious to know if teaching has influenced your position today. Has it influenced your job, particularly as a brand consultant?
I actually see myself as a teacher. I think my primary calling is teaching. So whether you're teaching, you're coaching, you're training,
okay,
I think that they're very closely related. And what it is really is that you're imparting knowledge. So you're trying to bring someone to a place of clarity and understanding, to empower them. And yes, so definitely, I think that I'm a teacher. If I'm training, if I'm coaching, if I'm actually teaching, it's the same thing. I'm imparting knowledge. I'm helping somebody gain clarity, and I'm helping someone gain understanding. So I think they're very closely related. Yes.
Right. So as a facilitator, speaker, brand consultant, what are the 4 skills that a young person should have, particularly those who are starting out in career? What set of skills should they really possess?
Okay, before I go into that, let me just say very clearly, I think it's very important for people to be clear about what it is they want to be or what they want to do. Don't just do something because you think somebody's doing it and you admire it. Maybe they're shining because that's the area of their gifting, that's the area of their talent. And so they're able to apply themselves in such a way that it just looks more attractive to you. But that may not be your area. So I think it's very important, first of all, to know what it is you want to do. You have to understand your gifts and your talents and what your strengths. Play to your strengths. Now having said that, if you want to go into this, my line of work, I would say you have to have a love for it. You really have to love this. And there's a lot of studying and research involved. You have to have good communication skills. Yes, for you to be able to put your ideas across. You have to have a desire to help people. It has to go beyond just wanting to, make money off it, or you have to have a true desire to help people. You have to, what else? Get training if you can. Yes, and I think finally, I don't know that, well, essentially I would say try and become what you're teaching. Try and become what you're teaching. Take your own advice.
Yeah. Try and become what you're teaching. I think that's very critical. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's very profound. Very, very profound. Okay.
So let's talk a bit about brand management. Why should anybody take their brand seriously? I know a lot of people a lot of people are going into businesses, they're starting something of their own, people are transitioning from one thing or the other, so what is brand management and why should it be taken seriously?
Okay, well, personal brand management, I think it's vital because that's one way that you're able to attract your ideal client or target audience to you. And that's the reason why you're in business after all. So it's being able to communicate what it is that your value, the value that you're offering, the value that you're going to deliver to your clients, is being able to communicate that clearly to them so that they know that if they come to you, this is what they're going to get as opposed to going to somebody else. So I think it's very important for you to be able to articulate that, so people know exactly what they stand to gain if they come to you for your product or your service. So definitely personal brand management, I think, is crucial. It adds a lot more value, a lot more. Why are you both looking so serious? Can you hear me, Esther?
We lost connection with you. Can you see us back now? This is just you. Trying to reconnect. Oh, we have to demonstrate.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I.
Okay, so because of time, we'll just round up quickly and then go on Twitter to continue the questions. I know a lot of people would want to ask questions on Twitter. So you were talking about brand management. Would you like to round up your thoughts on what you were saying?
Yes, yes, of course. So I was saying that it's a fantastic way for your ideal client or your target audience to know what exactly it is that you're offering them, that you're going to deliver, the value you're going to deliver to them. You know, that's what personal brand management is all about. So I definitely think it's crucial. You know, you articulate your unique promise of value. So they know, okay, if I come to you, this is what I'm going to get, as opposed to if I went to somebody else. You know, so once they know exactly what it is you stand for, and exactly what they stand to gain from you, from your services, and so on and so forth, then they're able to make that choice more easily. So you draw the people, you know, who are looking for exactly what it is you have to offer. You're able to communicate that to them. It makes it a lot easier. You know, I said that's why we're all in business. You know, we want to draw our target audience, but also to draw our ideal clients to us.
Right. I'm a little bit curious. How about someone like me? Is it important for me to have a brand?
Okay, Candy, when you say someone like me,
Yes. So I don't have a business. I'm not high profile. I'm just a normal employee. So just wondering if brand management is for everyone or anyone or specific kind of people.
Yes, brand, now almost everything and everyone is a brand, but there are differentiations. Some brands are stronger than others. Some are positive, some are not so positive, and so on and so forth. Yes, employee branding, even as an employee, you can find out what your strengths are and begin to deploy them to the benefit of the organization you work for. So yes, that's important. You can build your brand as an employee, absolutely.
And so what are your personal or professional qualities that have helped you achieve your goals?
I'll say focus, a commitment to excellence, and to continuous improvement. That's what I'll say in a nutshell.
Focus, commitment to excellence, and
commitment to continuous
improvement. Yes, I think. Kenny, what do you think about that?
I think those are excellent qualities. These are very great qualities everyone can
especially young people who are trying to start something of their own, and they're probably taking one thing or the other for granted. They're not paying attention to certain things that they're doing. So thank you very much, Mrs. Princewill Utchay. So we'll continue the conversation on Twitter. We'll be sending you questions and hoping to get a reply from you. We'll retweet them, and get questions from people.